If you're a leader, be that a coach or an owner of your school or someone who aspires to be a leader or a coach at your school, or even just a higher rank, remember guys, you are in a position where everyone emulates you and may copy what you do. If you give people bad advice, if you set a bad example, people will follow that. If you set a good example, if you're a good leader, then people will want to attach themselves to your leadership style and what you like to do and how you like to run the school and your worldview and your general attitude towards all the different problems that may arise in the gym. Generally speaking, you want to make sure that you're putting out a positive demeanor and that you're creating a positive culture at your school, not just through your actions as an instructor, but also even in just how you look, right? So you don't want to be 30 pounds overweight if you're instructing in martial arts, right? That's just not a good look. That signals to people that, okay, this is somebody who doesn't take their physical fitness seriously, so why should I? And this is not just for jiu-jitsu or any other athletic activity. This goes into the medical field, right? Because if you're a doctor, any kind of doctor, right, and you prescribe diet and exercise to your patient, but you're 80 pounds overweight, how likely is it that your patient is going to take your advice seriously? You're not even taking your own advice seriously. If you're even trying to talk about something completely unrelated as it may relate to your patient's health, if you're overweight and you look unhealthy, that is still going to tell the patient, like, why should I listen to this person? They're not healthy. They're not doing the right things to take care of themselves, right? Be it sleep, eating properly, not being a lazy bum and staying on the couch the entire week, right? And actually going out and doing a physical activity. If you don't do those things, you're much less likely to be taken seriously. I know what some people are going to say to this. Well, listen, you can be a fat slob and write a very well-cited, researched paper on certain treatments that can be proven by others to be completely legit and can be adopted widely in the field. Yes, you can have a massive impact and still be a fat slob. But if you're going into face-to-face interactions with patients, or as a coach, if you're going into interactions with your students and you're just not looking the part of what you tell people to do, they're less likely to take your advice, or even if they do take your advice, they're going to kind of look at you sideways and think, this guy's a bit of a hypocrite, right? So you want to make sure that you present yourself well, that you're fit, you're in shape, that you roll with your students if you're able to, right? If you're healthy and able to, you roll with your students. Roll with visitors too, okay? If you have a guy coming in to try a class for another school, they're just dropping in, or if you have a seminar, roll with those people, okay? It'll be good for your students, even if you get your butt kicked. If you do those things, then your students will emulate those positive attitudes. You know, they'll try to take care of themselves, especially if you hammer it onto them, right? Like, hey, you keep doing jiu-jitsu, you're going to lose weight, you're going to feel great. And you give them that platform and you tell them, if you do this, this is what's going to happen and you're going to feel great and you should do it. And that's much more likely to get them to make a positive change in their life. And ultimately, as coaches, that's what we want, right? We want people to be good at jiu-jitsu, yes, but we want to have a positive impact on the lives of all of our students. So the best way to do that is to be a good leader, present yourself well, and make sure that you live the ethos that you tell your students. So if you tell people certain rules regarding self-defense, then you make sure that you follow those rules as well. And you're not saying one thing and doing something else. You want to make sure that everything that you preach in your classroom is congruent with your own attitudes and behavior. Thanks for watching, guys. I think it's an important topic. I think every leader needs to do this. The best leaders are the ones that lead by example. So if you are a leader or if you aspire to be one, then try to do that in your everyday life. Will you fall short? Yes, of course. I've fallen short many times. Nobody's perfect, but make sure that you always try to get back on track and you, again, follow your ethos that you speak into the world. Make sure you actually do it in real life when you're out and about. Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure you smash that thumbs up button. Click the subscribe button if you're new, and also the notification bell. That way you guys get notified every time we have new videos out there. Thanks a lot. We'll see you next time.